What's up? Welcome to Countdown to the Civil War. We're gonna have a civil war soon, and it's because of Dred Scott's decision, or it's because of the Supreme Court's decision on ex-slave Dred Scott. And sorry to spoil, but our special guest for today, our first special guest for today is Dred Scott. Hi, Dred Scott. Welcome to the show. Thanks for having me, I guess. Well, Dred Scott. Dred Scott. What's up with your story? Me and my family have been forced back into slavery after living in a free state for a couple of years now. So we tried to sue our owner to gain back our freedom, and the Supreme Court has, after a long deliberation, has decided that I do not have the federal right to sue anyone as an African American citizen. As an African American. Wow, Dred Scott, what do you think that says about our current judicial system? I believe it is very racist, as I am just as competent and capable as my white peers, and I deserve freedom like they have, and I deserve not to be a slave. Wow, Dred Scott, those are some powerful words. Thank you for your time. No problem, man. Well, that was one side of the story, but as always, it's not always black and white. Well, this time it is. All right. Well, welcome to the show, Supreme Court Justice Roger Stanley. Okay, he's white. All right. So, wait, why did you do that? Like, why do you feel like taking this person's rights away was the good idea? Well, you see, Aiden, I believe that black people are inferior to white people, and the Congress should stay away from states' issues such as slavery. Why, is there a reason for that? Alright, thank you, Roger Tanley. Well, that just about does it. Oh, wait. Oh, we're gonna call it Abraham Lincoln himself has decided to come onto the show. Alright, we're back. And just in time for potentially the greatest guest in Civil War Countdown history, Republican Party founder, Mr. Abraham Lincoln. Thank you for coming on the show, Mr. Lincoln. That's messed up. So, this Supreme Court case has been really tearing apart America now. As a Northerner, what would you say is your opinion on it? I believe this was an awful decision, and that American slaves should be free. Wow. I think a lot of people would say that's a pretty extreme position to have at this point in time. What would you do if the Southerners decided to separate and which decided to separate from the Union? If I were president, I would do all I could to prevent this, even if it meant keeping slavery. I would rather have the Union stay together than I would have all the slaves be freed. So, wouldn't that be kind of unfair to like the freed slaves out there that are still being marginalized and like victimized by the South? Well, yes, I do believe that is a great problem that needs to be solved as well. I would prefer that over instigating a domestic conflict that would lead to the deaths of thousands of Americans. Oh, everyone, Mr. Abraham Lincoln. Thank you for being on the show. You're welcome. Well, everyone, that was Civil War Countdown. I'm your host, Aiden Warren, signing off.